right, we have more on Smart Contact here. We have Jeanette or Janet. It's one of the two. I'm going to go with Jeanette. Is it Jeanette from Maine?
It's Jeanette. Yes, that's correct.
I'm 2 for 2 on names. How are you doing today, Jeanette? How can we help you?
I'm good, thank you. Congratulations on your babies.
Thank you.
I have a husband. We were married 28 years, and he filed for divorce in November of last year after about 2 years of not a good relationship. So I learned early on, fortunately, about not begging, pleading, having smart contact, and working on my pies. So I feel really good about myself.
Good.
But I'm wondering how I can increase my communication with him as he does not talk to me. I've offered to go to the workshop with him, and he laughed and thought that was ridiculous. And he said he just wants this marriage to be over. So given the fact that we don't communicate, I'm wondering how I can best work on improving our relationship.
Is he saying why he wants out of the marriage? Hello?
In the beginning, can you hear me?
Yeah, now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the beginning, when things started acting very strangely, he was looking for an affair partner, and that was 2 years ago. And we went to counseling, and he denied it and said that I made him feel emasculated, and a lot of it had to do with sex, unfortunately, and I think feeling maybe controlled, but he didn't mention that.
Mm-hmm. And so it was like...
So he's had an affair partner.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I interrupted. Go ahead, please.
He's had an affair partner for almost a year and a half, and they are now living together. He's bought a new home.
Okay. And so at this point, see, typically, Jeanette, when we talk about it, we say, okay, people don't leave what they have unless they believe they're going to something better. So people don't leave what they have unless they believe they're going to something better. It doesn't mean it is better, but that's at least what they believe. And we look for, okay, then is that predicated upon push behavior from the spouse? In other words, I'm pushing you out of the marriage. Or is it predicated on a call out here, not a push but a pull, that something else is pulling them out? Now, there's always in every marriage a little bit of push. I mean, because nobody's perfect, and we all do some things that tick off our partners. I mean, that's just because we're human and that occurs. So what we look for when we look for a push is like something bigger than just everyday irritations. Now, if indeed he was highly frustrated with your sex life, and if indeed he felt that he was not being treated fairly there, and I'm not saying he was, I'm just talking about what you just said, then that could be a push, without a doubt. But right now, he has a pull, a big pull, and that's her, right? So in that situation, what you do is, you have children together, is that correct?
We have 3 adult children and 1 17-year-old.
Okay, so you'll be having at least some contact with each other because of the children. It may not be much, but you'll have some. We suggest that you continue to do the smart contact, that don't panic if it doesn't appear to be working, because it's still the smartest and best thing to do. Now, the fact that he's been with an affair partner for a while doesn't mean it's going to be that he's with her from now on. Those things often, at some point, just begin to fall apart. And so what we recommend to people is, if you keep doing the things that we talk about, like the pies, taking care of yourself physically, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, that you keep taking care of you, and that you become a safe person to talk to. All the things we teach in our online course, all the things you can find on our free YouTube videos, articles on our website. The plan is that even if you wind up divorced, even if he thinks he's going to be with her forever, at whatever point that begins to break down and fall apart, what we're hoping for by you doing all the things we teach is that he begins to think, wait a minute, maybe it's better to be with Jeanette. Now, we're not saying you do the pies and the safe contact just to get him back. You actually do it for you, so that if he does not come back, it still makes you better prepared for whatever comes in the future. But by doing that for you, you do become more attractive. And so don't panic, don't be frustrated if it doesn't appear to be working now. It's still the smartest thing to do, because the only other options are, A, you just push, and that rarely, if ever, works, or B, cut off all contact together, which actually wouldn't even be practical in your situation because you have children together. So what I want to do is encourage you to keep doing those things, even when he doesn't seem to be reacting positively, because ultimately, in the deepest sense, you do those things for you to become the best you can be. Now, we don't do what we do trying to prepare you to leave this marriage and make another marriage happen, but we constantly find that for the percentage who do wind up divorced, they typically do much, much better in the next relationship because of all the things they've learned. Now, I'm not trying to get you to focus on the next relationship. I'm not. We really hope this one gets saved. But doing this is going to benefit you no matter how it comes out. And we certainly hope it comes out for the good with you and your husband.
Okay.
Okay. I know it's hard. I know it's tough.
Okay.
Your heart's involved in it, but our hearts are with you. Is there? You sound discouraged. Did I just discourage you, my friend?
No, not at all. I think that I was aware of most of the things that you said. I've listened to your podcasts repeatedly, multiple times. So I've learned a lot, and I do it for myself.
Good.
And I don't know what the future holds. I've given up that control. So I just didn't know if you had any thoughts other than that.
Unfortunately, I don't. At least not at the moment. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jeanette.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.